Pretty sure Donna didn't watch the trailer herself, because if she did, she wouldn't have argued over pulling the submerged things onto the land. But of course, it's Fromville, and we have to have scary creatures. So this time, we got dolls. Dolls that might just scare Annabelle away or start a toxic relationship with her. So what are these dolls and what exactly is their story? Join me in today's video as we dig into the origins, anatomy, and biggest theories behind these super creepy and murderous dolls. Now, before we go deeper, one thing has to be clear. From has not fully explained the dolls yet, so we're separating confirmed episode 5 facts from the strongest theories the show seems to be setting up. So, as far as the confirmed origins of the dolls go, they belong to Tabitha. The woman couldn't get back her memories sooner and had to be attacked to reveal this. Somehow, Tabitha's memories always depend on music, and when a strange sound played right before one of the dolls barged in, she remembered everything. Tabitha recollects playing with them as a kid, and in that flashback, the dolls are not life-sized. They look like normal playthings made out of cloth and probably stuffed with cotton or something similar. But how she came across those dolls, or which version of Tabitha had them, is still a mystery. She tells Donna that a man in the town from that time was scared of those dolls. Yes, the small ones. He said that they gave him the creeps and angrily took them away from Tabitha before tossing them into the lake. Visually, he seems connected to the blood skull figure from Jade's vision, but the show has not fully confirmed the exact relationship yet. That raises a bigger reincarnation question. Are Jade and Tabitha remembering different cycles of the same nightmare, or are their memories overlapping across timelines? After the man died, his nightmare, as in the dolls, came to life and actually became nightmare monsters. So how did they suddenly become animated? Well, here's my guess. Remember Jade's theory about the town's energy? He thinks that the thoughts, trauma, and memories of everyone who passed through this place don't just disappear. Rather, they stay behind and start affecting reality itself, which could explain all the impossible stuff in the town, like electrical wires going nowhere while the bulbs still light up, and the pots and pans falling in Tabitha's house right after Jim's death. It's almost like the town absorbs people's fear and suffering and turns them into something real. So my theory is that the dolls may feed on fear, because the episode keeps linking them to nightmares. Now, think about Roger. One of the dolls, which looked huge by the way, broke into the hut and killed the poor man, who happened to be the only person to try and stop Donna from pulling those things into the ground because she was terrified. I guess I'm gonna go over my head and say that the dolls might be powered by fear, and that's why one of them killed Roger first in the most gruesome way. Now we can theorize that these dolls may have attacked previous residents of the lake settlement too, which could explain why scarecrow-like totems exist in the area. But the show has not yet explained who made them, when they were made, or whether they were created specifically against the dolls. At some point, people managed to tie the dolls up and sink them, which imprisoned the evil under the placid surface of the lake. Unfortunately, Donna believed that the dolls served the exact opposite function and helped trap some malevolent force that might be active underwater. Thus, Ellis, Donna, Patty, Tabitha, and Ethan fill these dolls up with rocks and attempt to submerge them again. Tabitha did get some flashes of the dolls in smaller size, but she didn't dig deeper, even when Donna urged her to remember. However, it doesn't work, and they're back to being ghoulish creatures who hunt people down. If I may put my 2 cents here, immersing the dolls back in the lake water did not work because when they were drowned the first time, some sort of ceremonial binding might have been used to hold them off. The moment they dragged these things out of the water, the spell may have broken. Or it might have broken when Donna performed an autopsy on them, fearing she might find something other than stuffed material inside. But now they're free again. And as of this scene, the normal talismans don't seem to be enough against these dolls. That's important because it suggests these creatures might follow different rules from the regular night monsters. They may not be part of the same system at all. They might be something older, stranger, and much more personal. Nightmares given bodies. Ellis managed to help Donna, Tabitha, and Ethan escape, and probably did something meaningful for the first time in the season till now. Another doll attacked Patty and pressed her face into the embers, and once again, Ellis gets to play hero. He hit the creature with a stick and knocked it into the fire, but it turns out that at least one doll can survive fire, which suggests ordinary flames may not be enough to destroy them. The doll ended up with flaming hands, and it pretty much looked like it got a weapon it didn't even ask for. A third one took Donna by her neck and almost choked her to death, but thankfully Tabitha remembered the actual use of the scarecrows. They can be used to incapacitate the dolls, and Tabitha drives one through its chest, causing the doll to stop attacking and fall to the ground. Now, I'm not sure whether it actually killed the creature or only stopped it temporarily, but one thing is clear. As of episode 5, the scarecrow-like totems are the only confirmed thing we have seen to stop one of these dolls. Seeing the other one on the floor with the scarecrow piercing its chest, another doll, whose hands were now live coals, went away. You see the connection now? Once Ellis, Donna, and Tabitha managed to resist their horror, the dolls did lose their power, at least to some extent. Coming to how the dolls look, they're outrageously ugly and terrifying. The ones young Tabitha was playing with were handmade dolls. One of them was a girl with black yarn hair and a simple stitched mouth. This one wore a striped blue and white dress, while the other doll appeared to have men's clothing and wore a red jacket with a similar mouth. The two dolls had buttons for eyes, and we do indeed see the man throwing 3 dolls into the lake water, but we never got a closer look at the third one. Now, when they were first pulled from the lake, they were much larger, as if they had soaked up the water and grown in size. They were the same dolls because you can literally see 2 of them wearing the same clothes, just much more puffed up, worn out, and dirty. When one of them attacked Roger, we could see that the doll's stitched mouth opened to show a set of needle-like spikes, and the dolls showed great strength too. Not only did the hut break down, but the one that killed Roger forced its mittened hand into his mouth and ripped his lower jaw apart. In fact, all of them have the same fang-like teeth and are extremely brutal in nature, with the scarecrow-like totems being their only confirmed weakness as of now. All we know is that these dolls have been awakened and are now roaming free. Maybe they're restricted to the lake area, but who knows? They might be able to enter Fromville too. One theory is that the man in yellow may be connected to these nightmare manifestations, but the episode has not confirmed that yet. Still, if the town really feeds on grief, trauma, and fear, then these dolls might be one of the clearest examples of From turning someone's nightmare into a walking, killing thing. Alright guys, that's all for today. I swear to God, I'm going to this year's Halloween party as one of these dolls, because holy crap, they were frightening. I really hope that they have more part in the story, and I can't wait to see a scene where the monsters and these dolls come together in a frame. Do let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!